Okay, we're going to do the arm model here, and we're going to start with this aspect, and then I'm going to turn it around and we'll look at the other side. Okay, we're going to start in the axillary region here, and we're interested in some arm muscles. You do also see things like subscapularis here. But we're going to start in the arm area, and we're going to start with the ones that lots of people call the guns, and this is biceps brachii. Biceps brachii. This small one that you see here is coracobrachialis, so it's fairly small. And then you can also see the largest arm muscle sticking out here. This is triceps brachii. Now when we turn it around, you're going to see triceps brachii is very large. Between the elbow and the shoulder, that is the arm. And what we're going to do now is we're going to move into what's called the forearm. That is between the elbow and the wrist. Okay, we have quite a few muscles in this area, and these people often struggle with these, so I'm going to show you how I do them, and everybody's got their own trick here. I always start with the middle of the hand. Okay, now in this aspect you're looking at the palm of the hand. On the other side, we'll look at the back of the hand. So what I always tell people to do is go to the very center of the hand and go straight down. On this side, where you're looking at the palm of the hand, this muscle, so you've got the tendon that leads to the muscle. This muscle is called palmaris longus. Palmaris longus. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to count one muscle to either side. Now if you're moving towards the pinky, so the side toward the pinky, that is the side that has the ulna bone, so your muscle is going to be named ulnaris. We'll hit that in just a little bit. But anytime you move toward the thumb, that is the side with the radial bone, and so you're going to have, or the radius, the radial bone, and so that is going to be a muscle referred to as radial. Okay, so once again, starting at the center with palmaris longus, we're going to move one over. So you just count one muscle over. And this muscle that goes toward the pinky is flexor carpi ulnaris. Flexor carpi ulnaris. Now if we head back to the center, so the palmaris longus coming back here, we're going to count one over toward the thumb. This is flexor carpi radialis. Radial named after the radius, which goes to the thumb. Okay, we have two more muscles here. We have a smaller muscle that is closer to the elbow area. This is called pronator teres. And then if we count one more over in the direction of the thumb, there's a very, very large forearm muscle, and this is called brachioradialis. Brachioradialis. Okay, we're going to turn the model, and it squeaks. So we're going to have this aspect. We're going to start down at the bottom again here. Here's your big shoulder muscle, the deltoid. Deltoid. Okay, now you are actually looking, there are three separate muscles in line here. The first one that we're seeing off to our left, that is once again biceps brachii. But just underneath it, if you are looking at your biceps brachii, and you're, like making a muscle, just deep to that is going to be brachialis. Brachialis. This is triceps brachii, and I'm just going to turn this so you can see how large it is. Really makes up a big portion of the arm. So that's triceps brachii. Okay, now we are once again between the elbow and the wrist, so we're in the forearm. And once again, this is an area that can be tricky for people. So what I always do is go to the middle of the hand. Now we're looking at the back of the hand. So the middle of the back of the hand, if you follow the tendons, they lead to a muscle called extensor digitorum. Extensor digitorum, it extends your digits. Okay, we're going to follow the same rules we did on the other side. We're going to count one toward the thumb and also one toward the pinky. Let's count toward the pinky first. This is going to be, so you want to get down like where you're farther, a little bit closer to the elbow where you can see these big thick muscles. So you're at extensor digitorum, you count one toward the pinky. This is extensor carpi ulnaris. And now we go back to extensor digitorum, and we're going to count one over toward the thumb. This is actually a combination of two muscles. One is on top of the other. So both of them are extensor carpi radialis, But the one that's on top, the one that's more superficial, this one has, and they each have an extra word at the end. So this is extensor carpi radialis longus. And the one that's underneath, the one that's deep, is extensor carpi radialis brevis. And that's what you need to know here.